So the Senate, as we speak right now, there is Senator Mike Lee. He is still talking because lawmakers are still in that debate on a totally unrelated bill on China, not the January 6th commission bill, the one that would establish this bipartisan investigation into what happened that day. We expect that vote, I don't know, at some point. I'm joined now by Congressman Krishnamoorthi, Democrat from Illinois, and a member of the House Intelligence and Oversight Committees. And Congressman, we do expect that vote, possibly today. It could be delayed into the weekend. So let me get your reaction to the sort of timeline shift that we've seen here, with Republicans appearing to delay what seems to be inevitable, right? Not enough Republican votes to create this commission.
It's unfortunate, Hallie. I'm deeply distressed that they're not taking this vote with more seriousness and making sure that it gets passed. I think that the choice for a lot of these Republican senators who might be on the fence is, do I vote for this bipartisan commission, or do we invite another attack on the Capitol? And unfortunately, we can't suffer another day like we did on January 6th. We have to get to the bottom of what happened and prevent that from happening again.
Can you do that in a bipartisan manner? And I ask that because I wonder if you would support Speaker Pelosi going it alone and setting up her own sort of select committee to look into what happened. And if that happens, you know as well as I do, we both understand this town, that Republicans will almost certainly argue that that is even more partisan than this independent commission that was outside the strictures of Congress would have been.
Well, I think that between doing nothing and doing something, namely having an inquiry and having a select commission or committee, I think you have to have a select committee, and I think the Speaker will probably go in that direction. But, Hallie, I think this is a chance for the Senate to basically do the right thing. 35 Republicans in the House joined with Democrats to pass this bipartisan bill. It does everything that Leader McCarthy requested in the first instance. It wraps up all its business by December 31st as an equal 5-5 Democrats and Republicans on the commission. And then third and finally, it makes sure that if any subpoenas are issued, it would be done under bipartisan cooperation. And so this is something that they should take up.
I want to ask you, too, because as you know, it does not look like there are 10 Republicans who would sign on to that. We'll see what happens at that vote. There's also this other developing story, that cyber attack from Russia that we learned about overnight. USAID, the email system there was hacked. You got 150 groups, some 3,000 email accounts targeted. I wonder how you think the Biden administration should respond to this. And perhaps more critically, do you believe that President Biden should still meet with President Putin 3 weeks from now in Geneva?
Yes, I think he should meet with them, but I think he has to spell out the consequences for what's happening right now. My initial reaction is what we're doing right now isn't working, and we need to, secondly, look at very closely whether the U.S. government should use some of these third-party vendors for critical services, such as hosting our email and so forth. In this case, I think that the USAID is using constant contact for sending out emails, which I think is perhaps a questionable move. All that being said, at this point, I think we have to decide who are the actors that we need to go after. Are we raising the costs enough for their nefarious activity? And then last, do we need to go on offense more? It feels to a lot of us on Capitol Hill like we're too much on defense at this point, and it's time that we go on offense.
Congressman Krishnamoorthi, thank you for your perspective and for making the time for us on this holiday Friday morning. Appreciate it.